I want to talk about something that I hear a lot of experienced pool owners say that they wish that they had known about sooner in terms of, care and management of your pool. And what this comes down to is water chemistry and the importance of water chemistry over the long term when you start looking at the service life of pool equipment, pool pumps, pool heaters, pool finishes, interior surfaces, liners, tile, plaster, all of this stuff can and will be affected by the water chemistry. So here's what it comes down to is the water chemistry for pools is actually fairly in-depth stuff, right? And most people want to interact with the chemistry to the minimum degree to keep the pool water, good enough to go swimming. The problem with that is good enough to go swimming and good enough to get like the, best longevity out of, all of your pool equipment. Those are not the same thing. So you could easily be mismanaging your water chemistry and this ends up costing you like real dollars, real cents. I'll give you an example. So one of the biggest things that you'll see happening is a pool heater, which they're expensive, right? Like $3,000+ for a pool heater. You get a pool heater, you install it. This is great. You're going to have hot water for, your pool forever. And within 1 year, in under 1 year, it's leaking like crazy. What's going on here? You have it inspected. And yeah, it turns out like the internals, they're shot. Like this thing is not even repairable. It's, for sure you need a new heater here. And then you're like, great, well, it's under a year old. Let's get the warranty going and get a new one. You go through the process. You find out you are not eligible for warranty. It is deemed that the pool heater had chemistry-related failure. There's evidence of water chemistry damage to the heater, and thereby you don't get any warranty, and you'd have to buy a brand new $3,000 heater again. That is not a rare thing, right? And this can happen to pretty much every component in your pool in one way or another can be affected by this. Like water chemistry can destroy pool plaster. And some pool plasters are really expensive when you get into like the colored stuff and the fancy stuff. And if you really mismanage your chemistry, you can totally destroy that pool plaster and it can really not be salvaged. And you're talking like, the price depends on where you live, but like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 is not out of line depending on where you are for a new fancy interior surface. So yeah, water chemistry, pretty important. You definitely don't want to botch it completely. And there's a couple of things that I would just want you to know about that. So I mentioned earlier, like being able to go swimming, the water looks good enough to go swimming, and best longevity for your pool equipment and your pool itself, not necessarily the same thing. That boils down to keeping your water safe with chlorine is good. And if the water's not green, I guess it's good enough to go swimming, right? But managing your pH and your alkalinity and factoring all of this into the saturation index balance of your pool. Your pool has 3 specific water conditions it could be. It could be a scaling state water condition, a neutral state water condition, or an acidic state water condition according to saturation index. And if that's new to you, then just Google it up, saturation index calculations for swimming pool water. And then you can just figure out where you're at. And you want to be in the neutral state. Being in the neutral state over the long term is the thing which achieves the best longevity for all of your pool equipment, your peripheral equipment, and even the integral pool surfaces themselves, like the interior surface, vinyl liners, fiberglass, plaster, pebble, all of that stuff can be affected by your water chemistry, specifically the saturation index. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.